go get them again.
Welcome back to the Profvmvm channel. I'm your host, Mark, and on the docket today we have an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Profvmvm Roma. It is a start of a 5-part series. I don't know how many bottles I have, 5 or 6 Profvmvm Romas. Yes, if you're a fan of the brand. We don't have any of the sexy ones, at least in my opinion. There is a couple that I really wanted to sniff. Confetto, Sorriso. There's a few that I really wanted to sniff. They're not in this pack, but we'll go off the beaten path and see, right? Might as well. Obviously not unboxing. I got several testers. I think there's 6 or 7. But I'm looking forward to this. Today it is Vanitas. It's Vanitas' turn to be sniffed, a 2008 release, an older release. This is a vanilla from the brand. I know Profvmvm Roma does excellent citruses. They do a lot of actually good things. But they're known, at least in my personal opinion, citruses, great. They do ambers, really, really good. And vanillas, obviously part of the amber family. So vanilla is a signature of this brand. You'll see a lot of back ends of their fragrances that have vanilla in it. It is a signature. They do like big, bold vanillas. And they last for days. Profvmvm Roma, there's a select few that may not, but there's more of them that do, that some of them don't, which last for days. Let's see if this one does, but you're not going to see that in this video because obviously it's just a first impression, but oh my, this is a brand that most of the time, if you're spending big money, depending on the branding, you may not get performance. This brand is known for their performance. Now, before I start anything, have you subscribed yet? Especially if you're a brand of Profvmvm Roma and you just stumbled upon this video, there is more coming. Several from the brand are going to get unboxed, basically first impression. I do own 3 or 4 of the brand initially. It is a brand that I've dabbled, I've sampled a bit and things like that. So, but it's been, I don't know when my last video on Roma was, but it's due. They're due. And I can't wait to delve into it and just see. It'll just give me more experience with the brand. I can't wait. So hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, much appreciated. Let's get into the note breakdown of this one. And as you can see, very simplistic note breakdown. Vanilla, myrrh, sandalwood, and orange flowers. So not much to this composition, which is fine. You don't need high-end complexity. And again, certain notes can be complex. They can give you several facets. These bottles are very much like, you know what, like a brand like this. And sometimes, you know, packaging is, you know, a nice thing and all that. But look at this. This is like, you know, the bottle itself, you could probably get this on Etsy and stuff like that. And it's just a typical square bottle with a regular atomizer. Nothing crazy here. You know, the cap, Jeremy Fragrance type cap. Yeah, but at least they covered the crimp. There's no crimp. These are great for decanting, right? But yeah, you can, but just be careful on eBay and stuff with these brands because people can do exactly that. No real work involved, honestly, to just take this out and put something else in it. So just be careful. This would be one of those brands. Motel would be another. There is certain brands that I would definitely not go, you know, gray market, things like that. You just have to get it from the source. So Vanitas, let's see what we get out of this. Released in 2008, an oldie, released in my YouTube year. And the atomizers on here are like a big puff. But yeah, let's sniff this one out. Let's see what we get. We'll put it on skin after. Oh my. Oh, sickly sweet, vanillic. Smells like, I guess fans of like Baccarat Rouge would like this. It's like cotton candy, very sticky, vanillic aspect. And I don't mean like, it doesn't smell like a syrupy, like Spiritueuse du Bleu Vanille is my vanilla. It just smells like vanilla extract, but it has a syrupy edge to it. It's just perfection as far as sweetness for me. This is a little overdrive for me because it's crystallized. And I guess like a burnt sugar kind of vibe, cotton candy, Spun sugar. Yeah, and again, a brand like this, love the brand, right? Love the brand. Not all of them are going to be winners. Not all of them are going to be 10 out of 10s. They're not all going to be poop, and they're not all going to be just okay. This is, I sprayed too much. Oh, I smell like I just went to the carnival and somebody just threw a bunch of cotton candy on me and I just can't wash it off. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, I spray too much. And be careful, right? I'm a professional. I sound like one of those fragrance reviewers that put in the title, fragrance expert smells this. Yeah, fragrance expert puts too much Profvmvm Roma knowing that the brand is... yeah, there's a little... Okay, now that it's melding a little bit, I can smell that orange blossom. So it has a little bit of, it shows a little bit of fruitiness to it. And that's why I'm kind of referencing cotton candy, because it almost has like a pink red hue. Doesn't smell like a strawberry or raspberry. You could pick any berry you want, but it kind of goes into that synthetic. And that's why cotton candy came into mind, because it has that spun sugar kind of pink reddish hue to my mind. The myrrh would do that. Myrrh does have, it does give, depending on which compound you utilize for the myrrh, but it can give out sweetness. It can, obviously, it can give out warmth, balminess, but also myrrh can give out fruitiness as well. And I think that could be one of the culprits. And it does show a little bit of its rubbery side as well in here. So yeah, it smells like cotton candy, a little bit of a rubbery thing from the myrrh, sugary cotton candy, spun sugar. It has a little bit of that floral orange blossom mishmash from the orange flower. So at the end of the day, that was a good throw. At the end of the day, Vanitas, not my speed. Not overly excited about this release. It's this kind of vanilla, and I'm trying to be, as politically correct as I can be, I guess, on the channel here. And I'm not saying it's a dud, but it really, this kind of vanillic idea, depending on the execution, can smell kind of cheap. Kind of like, I hate to say this, but I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. It smells like Aquilina sugar series, pink sugar, blue sugar, sugar something something. It's towing the line, and Baccarat Rouge is actually a really good reference to this, is that, yeah, the profile, and I can, this doesn't, by the way, it doesn't smell like a pink sugar or anything like that. I'm just using that as a reference point that, these sugary vanillic fragrances can go that cheap and smell kind of cheap. This has some quality to it, and I think the myrrh saves it, personally. That balminess, that warmth, the fruitiness. It might be double-edged sword, actually. It might just give it that cotton candy feel. Like without it, it may not go as pink or as that color that I'm thinking. It would be just more straight up vanilla. The rubbery aspect makes it more niche, more interesting. So there's again, double-edged sword. So at the end of the day, these kind of videos, they happen. These unboxings, these first impressions, they're not always going to be 10 out of 10. This is definitely not in that spectrum personally for me. I've smelt a lot better from Roma personally. For the right person, I guess it would be good. Yeah. So I'm just lukewarm on this. Would I buy this? Probably not. At the end of the day, you know, if you're asking me like after this impression, again, first impression, right? I haven't had several wearings with it, so you got to take my idea with a grain of salt. I haven't smelt the back end of this, which is the most important, right? What the dry down is going to give me. Yeah. All right, so my first test of Profvmvm Roma, I got several more to check out. I am decanting these for fragflex.com. 10 ml decants are coming next week. Since I'm decanting these, you can use code TFG10. You get 10% off on Fragflex using my code. It doesn't have to be a Profvmvm Roma, but there's not too many discounters that offer Roma. They are quite expensive, so the decants are, you know, 10 mils is good enough for a lot of people, and you're not going to break 10 mils are still expensive, but you're not going to break the bank that you're going to spend $300+ on a Roma release. But at least you'll know that the bottle that you're going to get, like if you buy a bottle of this on Fragflex, is exactly what I'm getting in my hand here. And the decant is exactly this juice right here that I just smelt. So, yeah. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below, good, bad, and the ugly. Let us know what you think about Vanitas. And again, you don't have to agree. You can disagree with me. You can tell me how great it is. I'm sure it does, you know, resonate with some people. For me, Spiritueuse Double Vanille that's the bar. That's the pinnacle of vanillas for me. And that's where I prefer my vanilla going. Not saying that this is completely bad, but it's just one of those that myrrh is really softening my stance a little bit. That rubbery note is really working more positive on this scent. That initial hit was jarring, shocking. Anyway, as always, a great report fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your vanillic-based fragrance wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.